All right, now I'm live. Hey, welcome in, Jody. Merry Christmas. All right, now I'm live. We've got a very special day indeed. Just wait for a few folks to come on in. Meantime, you can watch me eat. All right. I'm trying to start this live stream for the last half hour. I had to switch phones. This phone wasn't doing. Must be in need of an update or something. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Max says Merry Christmas to y'all. Yes, let's begin the celebration. I got my cherry cheesecake here for breakfast, just because I can. Scored that at the end of the Christmas party last night here at the resort. A good time was had by all. Feels like a Saturday today for some reason. It's like Friday's meant for partying, not Tuesday. What was it? Today's Wednesday. Alright, let's see who else wanders in here. Max, did you notify all your friends we're having a video today? Imagine everybody's doing some last minute shopping, so we shall see what transpires here. Very interesting live stream, if you can handle it. Pepper's ready to go. Come on in, come on in. It's Christmas Eve, don't you know? 2025. And as the video title says, I think I have achieved peak tweak for 2025. Don't know if I could outdo this. How about you not touch that, eh? Tweak that. Just don't show them your butthole. Hey. Buffering here too. Oh, Merry Christmas, Tanya. Merry Christmas. What you're seeing right now is the side quarter of my cat. I just stomped on my laptop keyboard. Hey, come on. We are broadcasting live from somewhere on Earth. What the hell did you do? Shit. Tweaky cat. All right. All right. Crisis averted. How you doing, Tanya? Long time no see, indeed. Looking good. And you're looking good as well. At least your tea avatar. Let's see here. I haven't done this in a while, running my laptop at the same time, so I can watch what we're doing. I got a few links I want to put in the chat, so type them in as we proceed. I guess there's a lot of last minute Christmas shopping being done out there today. I gotta get this phone charging too. Devices are not being nice to me today. Okay, let's try this again. Charge, dang it. What is going on? Alright, charging. Charging. Streaming in vertical. It's a very special occasion. Who knows what today is? Anybody? Just type it in the chat if you know what today is. Some of our usual suspects might trickle in and know, but I'll just continue eating my cheesecake and smoking my smoke until we figure out what's so special about today. Oh, I got my coffee. Who's got their coffee? Really, y'all might need a Jack Daniels for this one. No more climbing on my keyboard, boy. Oh, this cat's a little restless. He made like he wanted to go outside the RV about half an hour ago, and I opened the door wide open for him, and he just looked at it. So I don't know what's up. And Max is just chilling away. Little story, little update for you. Max actually got attacked by another dog here on the RV park on Sunday. We were going for a walk, and as we were coming back to the RV here, just out of nowhere, this crazy dog, big Rottweiler, got off his leash. And I was warned these dogs were dangerous. There's 2 dogs at this place just down yonder. And this Rottweiler just came in hot. No barking, no sniffing, just went straight for his neck. Just had him in a death grip. And so I was struggling to try to separate him. I was hoofing the dog. He just would not let go. The owner finally came out, started pulling on the dog's tail. The dog wasn't listening. Max was gasping for air, struggling. So he got a couple of little punctures there, which I treated. I had some iodine and polysporin. But then at the Christmas party last night, someone gave me these little treats. Because Max was kind of F up. He was fudged up for all through Monday, even through yesterday. And so someone gave me this little sample of these wild boar doggy treats. Oh yeah, I gotta figure out how to reverse the view here. So you can see, if you can read in reverse, they're not god treats, they're dog treats. But they, for pain and anxiety. Compliments of dog sage. And so there was only 4 in this package, but I gave him, and they're like mushrooms to him. He's just zoning out. Gets this big goofy grin on his face, like, yeah, man. Those treats are awesome, man. So unless you're celebrating Xmas in July with me, you won't catch me anywhere near the craziness of all this Christmas and December hype. Unnecessarily crazy out there, yes. Well, it's about to get unnecessarily crazy around here because it just started snowing about an hour ago. We're supposed to get, let's see, you guys understand inches. We're supposed to get 4 inches, or up to 4 inches today, another 4 inches tomorrow, and possibly 4 inches on Friday. So for a grand total of 1 imperial foot. If you're tracking with me in English units. For people that use real units, that equates to 5 to 10 centimeters today, tomorrow, and Friday, equaling a grand total of 30 centimeters. So we're gonna get potentially this much snow. Damn! Don't need that much snow. So, especially in hilly terrain like this, it's gonna be pretty wild Christmas traveling for folks that are doing stuff. Me and Max are not doing stuff. We're just hanging around here. Eating cake, eating dog treats. But yeah, Max wasn't seriously injured. And I was able to administer I didn't pack a shovel with me. Well, there's shovels around here, so able to administer a bit of first aid. I was mostly worried about infection. He seems to be all right. It just stressed him right out. Now, when we go for walks, he is vigilant. When we were walking out by the road past the bungalows they have for rent here, and one of the housekeeping staff fired up their pickup truck. They were maybe 50 meters away, approximately 50 yards away for, again, you English unit users. I never understood why the Americans, you fought so hard to separate from England and you're still using the units. Welcome in Jethro Miller, La Rata, and Merry Christmas to you. So we are guessing what is so special about today that we're celebrating. Part of the celebration is coffee, of course. It's some New York style cheesecake from the local Buy Low supermarket. Best prices in town. Well, it's the only prices in town. There's a food boutique market down the ways, but it's all kind of fancy, high-end, better quality potentially. I haven't checked it out. I'm pretty stocked up for food, so I was just buying necessities like hot chocolate. What did I buy the other day? Some Chippos. Decided to give these a try. These Takis. Takis. I'm just not familiar with the Taki. It's just a rolled up tortilla. Kind of looks like a corn blunt or something. I don't know. What's special about? Oh, okay, let's pull this up so I can actually read it. So yeah, I'll be putting a few links in the old chat here as we proceed. What's special about today is that in 1930s, Coca-Cola invented the scent. As true as that is now we're celebrating them. Are we buffering? This storm might interfere with the quality of the stream. Not the quality of the content, the quality of the signal. Alright, so we still haven't got it, but let's slip back some more coffee. Well, today is a very special day in remembrance of someone. Need a hint? Here, give me a little hint. Let's see. This help? This help? Refresh anybody's memory? Max knows. Max knows what today is. Right, Maxie? $75%. Welcome to the Tweak stream, Larata, my friend. Cheers to you. Pour yourself a Jack Daniels for this one, because we are celebrating. Well, we're guessing what's so special about today. Just as people trickle on in. Merry Christmas to you. Getting shit-faced drunk. You guys can judge me. So, okay, let's all focus our attention on 75% and let the judging commence. Okay, this is a little harsh. Not too dark. Oh, it sucks in here. This sucks. That's not terrible. Natasha's in here. Can you say happy birthday, Axel? I just did. Happy birthday, Axel. Some random Axel. Brad is in. Decided to join the shit show, so welcome all you. Max is here for the shit show. Still kind of guessing what's so special about today. So if you look closely, study the clues. It's not International Coffee Day. It's not International Cheesecake Day. But we'll let a couple more trickle in before we release the secret. Waiting for Dad to show up. He's ready for a puff. Dad, where are you at? Got some smoking to do here, boy. Let all the boomers roll in. Got a good variety of tweakers already. Jethro's driving, so he's just pounding the shrooms today, I guess. He probably can't drive on. But yeah, get mad. Those dog treats are like doggy Ritalin or something. Like he was just so happy, and it kicks in like in 5 minutes. Like he just went from this low key to big goofy smile on his face. Still buffering? Well, I'm still seeing a signal here, so sorry that it's buffering. Stick with it. I'll be back. It'll come back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Well, thank you, 75%. And happy holidays to you and yours as well. So me and mine include Max and the cat, named Pepper. I've still got a live going on my laptop here, so I apologize for shit upload quality, but no, maybe Axel can help fix it. Happy birthday, Axel. Yeah, I'm not seeing the buffering. I see it buffer for like a second, but that's about it. So yeah, I am kind of gonna ride out the snowstorm here. So expecting about a foot of snow over the next 3 days. Old Tanya, she's back home. I understand you guys got a bit of a dumping and some blizzarding going on, so I got out of there just in time. And cold ass weather. Ask Tanya about Canadian prairie weather. It's not pretty. It's really for hardcore tweakers. Anyways, we'll start the celebration. Today is the 80th birthday of Ian Kilmister, otherwise known as Lemmy, of Motorhead. So in celebration, I did the Lemmy handlebar, and I dug up this piece of shit hat, which maybe I'll dress up. I don't have a bullet belt for my pajamas here. But yeah, in 1945 on Christmas Eve, Lenny Kilmister, aka Lemmy, was hatched, brought into the world. So I've been tweaking out on more Motorhead content in the last few days. Lemmy interviews, and I was kind of planning on doing this anyway. I mean, for extra tweak points, I was thinking I'd dye all this crap black just to make it look extra tweaky. Dad's in the house. Well, I'm already half finished the smoke, so you better pack that bong and pack that bowl and get at it, man. So yeah, it's just kind of a neat thing. And I think it was 2015, just a few days from now, on December 28th, he passed away at, I guess it would be age 60. So today he would have been 80 years old if he was still with us. Died of cancer. He had all kinds of health problems. He was diabetic. But he said he never wanted to live forever. He just wanted to live life to the fullest. And the more I watch him, the more I appreciate his attitude. That's the word I was looking for last time I spoke about Lemmy. uh, attitude is like his sense of humor. I watch these interviews and it's like, holy, I just see myself in him. Not like I identify with his weird sense of humor. Oh dang, this thing is just not charging either. Let's try this. Let's move you over here. Let's try this. Okay, sort of charging. I mean, in so many interviews, his response is like, that's exactly something I would say. The ace of spades. Yeah. Win or lose. Doesn't matter to me. Makes no difference to me. So pour yourself a Jack and Coke. I don't do the Jack. I do cheesecake. But just the whole ethos of Motorhead, the born to lose, live to win approach, living every day like there's no tomorrow. And Lemmy was that guy. He wasn't just being that badass sex, drugs, and rock and roll roller. He was it in the most authentic way. So I think if I had been more of a Motorhead fan back in the day, I probably would have adopted that tweaky lifestyle. So the cake is gone. We enjoyed some cheesecake for you, Lemmy. I imagine Lemmy would have liked cheesecake. I don't know. Being a diabetic, yeah, he probably gobbled them up. I remember when a cop pulled me over in Corning. I've been through Corning. And said I had an attitude. He was going to beat me up. Well, that's when you crank up the overkill on your 8-track player in your Plymouth Valiant or whatever you're driving. But yeah, just been enjoying the Lemmy content. And so this was my tribute to Lemmy, this thing. So I don't have any men's hair care products. I was thinking black shoe polish might do the job, but that's like super tweaky. So I mean, we're talking Bad Badger token level tweaky. So I mean, I won't commit to that unless somebody seriously steps up. I do have some black shoe polish. I'd have to dig it out of the trailer. It's here. I've got some with me. Let's chat a little closer here. Yeah, all cops are bad. I've come to that. I don't know if it's a conclusion, but I just don't see how they're not. How they don't justify. I've been seeing in my YouTube feed a few videos where cops are losing their qualified immunity. I mean, there was this one case where this woman got. See, I still got the thrift store price tag on here. So yeah, just leave that off. Oh, I should have put cowboy boots on. Cowboy boots and pajamas. that'll be my outfit, my gear, my stage costume. for the band that we're starting up here. All right, Max, how about you share the bed a little bit here? So I hope my charger can keep up with this phone stream. I'm at 20%. It's charging, but I'm not gaining any battery power here. I should have charged it before I started. I wasn't planning on using this phone. My other phone shit the bed, so I think it needs an update. Yeah, I saw this story a while back, and We the People University, former, I think it was State Trooper, Georgia State Police. Oh no, he was a sheriff's deputy. So he's a Georgia Sheriff's Office. He's now a YouTuber, and he's got. Well, let's give him a link here. Let's find his channel. Really solid guy. Law enforcement has been trying to take down his channel to the point where he's had to start other channels, like secondary channels. The People University YouTube. I'll pop a link. I'll put the video of the one I watched yesterday. Crazy story. This woman walks off the plane in Florida from vacation on Christmas and arrests a woman in a case of mistaken identity. Puts her in jail for 3 or 4 days, and now the piggies are answering for their actions in a court of law, and a district court has determined that these piggies do not get qualified immunity in this case. So I remember seeing the original video. I forget if it was on Civil Rights Lawyer or some similar channel. You can peruse this. This wasn't going to turn into a police accountability stream, but this is a wild story, man. So yeah, we need some accountability. So Dad is saying, kept my mouth shut. Okay, he pulled me in court, said he was gonna beat you up. Yeah, because that's what you do with people with attitude. Like, you guilty of contempt of cop. So I kept my mouth shut after that. He asked where I was coming from. I said, why are you trying to invade my privacy or incriminate me? So he said, you got attitude. Is he a Canadian? With his hand on his revolver. Yeah, well, that justifies extreme force, because you're clearly a danger to his ego. Psychopaths, man. Is cuckoo. I thought I tweaked out, but that's... Cops are bad. It's all cops are tweakers. ACAT. I think that's... Sorry I had to go... That should be the new acronym. That's nuts. Do that just because you know your rights, you know? Like, surely his partner showed up said, hey man, you need to calm down. Otherwise, I'm going to have to file a formal report with our supervisor, and you may be at risk of losing your position as an officer. I'm sure that happened, right? Maybe we could celebrate something like that. I don't know. Kind of doubt it. Kat wants to get in on the action again. Cops, judges, prosecutors are held to a higher standard. That's why I have immunity. Are you? I don't know if that's sarcasm or what that is. They're held to a higher standard? Then what? I'm confused. I'm so confused right now, Dad. Okay, there. The confusion has lifted, yes. And the cat wanted cake. All right. What's the matter, yous in the house? Late for the celebration, but early for breakfast tomorrow, I guess? I don't know. Welcome in. Welcome in. Grab your 8 balls, everybody. What's the matter, yous here? And for those of you who don't know what 8 balls is, it's drugs. Maybe I should edit that out. Now the party can begin. Well, the way Max has been reacting to those doggy treats, I might pop one of those. He's just zooming, man. Well, not now, but he was earlier. These dog treats to help anxiety. But we are, in fact, celebrating Lemmy Kilmister's birthday. Lemmy, of course, one of the founding and longtime and original members from beginning to end of the band Motorhead. In Motorhead we trust. If you believe in advertising, Santa loved cola. Well, that's because he never tried Dr. Pepper, which for product placement purposes, we have a can waiting to go right here. Let's see. Let's get some sound effects going. Ooh, that's the sound of Dr. Peppery goodness right there. Slurp, slurp. I'm sure Lemmy would have loved Jack and Dr. Pep. Jack and DP. I've been seeing videos on YouTube saying that they're discontinuing Dr. Pepper. I don't know, that's just a vicious rumor, or it's downright slander or defamation. Okay, we're still charging, but I'm losing power. All right, well, we'll see how long it goes. So I better stop dropping some links, but what's the matter, you? Somebody get him a dog treat. Ran out of the 23rd flavor. That must be it. Which was probably Tweak. So yeah, just been finding these fun YouTube videos. So I'll drop a couple in the chat here, just for celebration's sake. Where am I? Cat needs something too. It's gonna be showered in Dr. Pepper. Anyway, Pepper's gonna get a taste of Dr. Pepper if he's not careful. You hear? You heard? So this fun video here, you guys can either copy the links or I still can't figure out how to get my live chat replays. And of course, what's the matter? You has to get has to turn this into an. This was a family-friendly stream. Now he's talking about licking stuff. So yeah, the algorithm is never gonna pick this channel up as long as What's the Matter You keeps showing. Like, what the hell? It's 11:30. What are you doing up? Good grief. So this here is a very Lemmy Christmas. This link I put in the chat here. So peruse these at your leisure. There's one I'll save for the end, but have you guys? Okay, who can tell me who's heard of Bill McClintock? Anybody? I know there's a lot of quizzes and questions for you guys to answer, but Bill McClintock. Anybody? Anybody? Dad's at the boys' house making a day before Christmas dinner. Yeah, my parents usually celebrate on Christmas Eve. Oh, you're in the kitchen. Quite possibly a musician. I don't know of his musical ability. But the man is a very gifted YouTuber. He's one of my colleagues, as they say in the business, in the YouTubing business. And so I'm going to put his channel here. And he has created these fantastic mashups. And they're not AI. These were all done like, well, not all. But he's been doing this for years. And the ones I've been coming across, unless maybe he's special ops with the military, he's had this software, but he is a fantastic music and video editor. And he mashes up all kinds of different tunes. And so today, what was the one I looked at? He had some Motorhead mashed up with James Brown. Let's see. Here's one. Yeah. So continuing, I encourage you to subscribe to Bill McClintock if you're into fun and goofy shit on the internet. Hours and hours of tweak out potential for y'all. Let's copy that. So this is the one I came across today. Check it out. So this is Motorhead and the Isley Brothers mashup. And he's got this gift. The one I really love too was Rocking Around the Christmas Tree and Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap by What's the Matter You's favorite band. I'll let What's the Matter You put it in the chat. Welcome in, Mr. Osgood. Thank you for joining in the celebration of Lemmy Kilmister's 80th birthday, or the remembrance of his 80th. He would have been 80 today, but he left us approximately a decade ago. And so we're just having some fun with some YouTube links in the chat. some goofy shit I've come across in the last little while. But yeah, check out Bill McClintock and this one video I am posting now. This is Motorhead and the Isley Brothers. And yeah, just enjoy and lift a glass for Lemmy. Mike number 1 is in the chat. Welcome, welcome. And Merry Christmas to you too, brother. And for those latecomers here, as I've mentioned a few times, today is the anniversary of Lemmy Kilmister's birth, his appearance on this planet, in this universe. Occurred December 24th, 45. So he would be 80 today, if he was still with us. What's the matter? Use triggered. And it's Prog Jam, not MK Ultra Program. How many times we gotta explain that to you, boy? Put that drug pipe down. Yucks. And so in remembrance of the occasion, I found the crappy thrift store hat with the tag still on. What did I pay for this? $1. This was $1. This prop. And I did the Lemmy handlebars. So as I said earlier, for if anybody wants to step up and like throw a Bad Badger token at the dear old Tweeka here, I might go grab a black shoe polish and really darken it up. I don't have any men's hair care dyeing products or coloring stuff like that because you know, I'm a man, so. We don't do that shit around here. Max is natural blonde, platinum blonde, with a couple of shit stains on his rear end. Your activation code sentence. Well, type it in the chat if you have it, Mike. We'll see. No, I take that back. We don't want What's the Matter You activated for any purpose under any circumstances. Just leave him be. Just leave him be. And yeah, it was actually yeah, don't pretend like you don't know. Do not activate the What's the Matter You. He wants to be part of the program. And we've explained many times you're not in the program or conducting the program. So just drop it. Just let it go. Let it go. But yeah, I got a text from, and kind of confirmation to do this tribute. I got a text from Mr. Osgood, our very own Mr. Osgood. Yesterday he sent me a YouTube link, very tweaky one, featuring a very tweaky American, in fact a real American, none other than the Hulkster. And as you know, the Hulkster had the same handlebars. He didn't have the burns, but he had the handlebars. So it was like confirmation to go ahead and do this. So I got out the razor this morning and the shears and the sheep shears and cut this landing strip here. Yeah. What's the matter? You on to Prague there? That's. Tell him to stop listening to that AC/DC and start listening to Jethro Tull and Genesis. And the Mahavishnu Orchestra. And whatever else you think might help him. So yeah, I did trim a little more than I wanted. Like I trimmed the whole thing. Yeah, I think that's your activation code is AC/DC. That's probably it. Or maybe it's Back in Black. There we go. Stand back, everybody. What's the matter? You is about to tweak out. Am I right? Completely forgot what I was talking about. So yeah, you can only explain it to What's the Matter You so many times. So I would just drop it. That come from? Yeah, well, nobody to blame but yourself. This came from one of the fine thrift stores in, of all places, Grunthal, Manitoba. Place near and dear to my heart, but actually very far away right now. About 1,000 miles away. I forget if it was the MCC, Manitoba Central Committee Thrift Store, or the other one. But for the princely sum of one Canadian dollar, I got this sorry ass Lemmy style hat. So I gotta dress it up a bit. I don't know. There's some kind of Z logo on here. Hat, but they just didn't finish it or something. I don't know. But where did it come from? China. I mean, that's. I don't know if that's what you were getting at, but it's from China. Maybe from some lady boy in China. I don't know. But guaranteed, straight from China. That's from Wuhan province. So yeah, maybe I'll put some bling on here and really be a Lemmy fanboy. But yeah, just been appreciating Motorhead and their contribution to culture, and Lemmy's contribution to humor, and just the attitude that I just love from that whole band, all the members. I've been seeing interviews with Mickey D, who came in after Phil the Filthy Animal Taylor left. George Harrison just put a new claim. Okay. What makes Lemmy great? Well, the songwriting, his legacy, his attitude, I really admire. He was authentic. He was an authentic dude. It never got to his head. His humor was spot on right up until the end. I saw Motorhead live with Alice Cooper. I didn't really have an appreciation for the band back then, but damn was it loud. Nathan saw him just a year or two before Lemmy died. And so, whatever, it's just earlier in the spring, I got turned back on that space rock band. Motorhead space rock? I don't know about that. He would get up on stage, grab that mic, and growl at the fans We are Motorhead and we play rock and roll. Hawkwind? Well, he got booted out of Hawkwind because he was doing Tweak. Yeah, that's the guy. Same guy. And so through his songwriting, like I saw a video where he had collaborated with Ozzy. He wrote several songs for Ozzy during his, I don't know if you call it a comeback, but after Ozzy cleaned up, Mama, I'm Coming Home was the big hit that everybody's heard. And he played a number, or he wrote a number of songs. He was good friends with Ozzy. Ozzy believes that he may have been one of the last people to speak with Lemmy. And the interview I saw, he knew Lemmy was about to go. He had him on the phone, and he said to Sharon, his adorable wife Sharon, it's like, we need to go see him. And she kind of grabbed the keys for the car and said, Ozzy, he's gone. So somehow she had given him the news that he had already passed, but he was on his way to go see him. Lemmy died of cancer, exactly. I forget. I think the Wikipedia calls it prostate cancer, and it was fairly advanced by the time it was diagnosed. Like, I don't know the details of how it was diagnosed, but it was announced publicly that he was suffering from cancer, and that was complicated as well by diabetes that he dealt with for probably a good portion of the latter part of his life, probably the last 25-30 years. And so from the time they publicly announced that he was battling cancer, it was only a couple of days and he was gone. So very didn't play long when you saw him. I've seen clips where he showed up to shows and he just couldn't carry on anymore, and he'd say, sorry folks, I know you came to see me, but this is all I got. And he just didn't have the energy. So heartbreaking, but Patiently Happy is tweaking out on the Muslim prayer carpet. So awesome. Yeah, 40-minute set. But that's my knowledge of the situation and his health challenges. So, but all those guys are dead. Eddie Clark gone, Filthy Phil gone, deader than dead. But yeah, what made him great? I don't know. I just growing in appreciation. The more I see his character and just who he was, the person, the way he spoke, the way he conducted, like he was kind of that. If you want to talk archetypes, he was kind of that trickster jester. And I can relate to that. Subtle, but never minced words. He kept interviewers on their heels, and it wasn't chaotic. Like, I've seen Ramones interviews where the interviewers just, I don't know what to do here. These guys are freaking nuts. But with Lemmy, it's like everybody loved Lemmy. I mean, one of my favorite questions and answers was he used to hang out at the Rainbow Room when he was living in LA, because he had moved to the States, and the Rainbow Room was his favorite place to hang out. It was with his buddies and other musicians that would be in town, and so interviewers would ask him, was like, why do you love the Rainbow Room so much? What is it about that place? And And his answer would be, he'd have his perpetual bottomless glass of Jack and Coke, and the cigarettes. I mean, I noticed this the other day. He'd always have the cigarette in his hand, and on both hands, like the fingers were yellow, like from tip to his knuckles. So I don't even have any stains here yet. I'm just a noob. It's still pink. With both hands, just these fingers are just covered in tar. Lemmy made bullets with his ashes inside and gave them to his closest friends. Well, that I did not know. That's a very interesting way to memorialize someone as badass as Lemmy. Necklace, bullets, yeah. Like I said, I'm just wearing my pajamas here, but I'd put on a bullet belt. What kind of cigarettes? Tobacco. Canadian. I think these are Marlboro Lights. Or no, these are probably Marlboro Full. They're not the hundreds, but I think they're just repackaged for Canadian sale. Well, thanks for asking, CJ. C. Jackdenoff. All right, you'll have to help us with the pronunciation of your YouTube handle there. That's a bit of a tongue twister. But yeah, why do you like the Rainbow Room so much, Lenny? You say, well, it's only 2 blocks from me house, and the walk home is downhill. He'd chuckle. And he told that joke, I don't know how many times he's asked that question. Like, what an answer. It's 2 blocks from where I live, and the walk home is downhill. I've never smoked the Pall Mall. These are, I was smoking the lights, but now I went to the full flavor. Yeah, you can have that, sure. It cost me $1 Canadian. So if you can come up with $1 and shipping, it's all yours. There we go. That's my little tribute to Lemmy. Posted a couple of links that will give you guys a chuckle. So just scroll up in the chat. You'll see my links that I posted up there. There's a few funny ones. Bill McClintock, master of the mashup. So if you're into 20th century, late 20th century popular music, you'll get a kick out of Bill McClintock. I admire that skill and ability to edit like he did. And he's not using AI. Like, some of his edits go back several years. So I included one, Isley Brothers and Motorhead. A little mashup of the Ace of Spades. So this hat we'll set aside for CJKDINOF. It'll be safe here until you come up with that $1 plus shipping. And then I guess carrying on with the Christmas, we're getting close to Christmas, yeah? Got one more link for you. Didn't realize this was a thing, but apparently it's a thing. So our very own Uncle Alice, Cooper that is, he does Christmas carols as well. So This one you can maybe bust out around the Christmas tree as the kids are opening the presents, either tonight or tomorrow. And see, at our house we used to gather at my parents' place for Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day was just a nothing day. This year, today's a nothing day. Today's a YouTube day. I'll guitar later and start practicing. I got all my gear pulled out. Got my sound system set up. I put a little short up for you guys. The first sounds to come out of my sound system, all hooked up, was of course Ted Nugent. Some of his, or that's his first debut album as a solo artist. I guess that would have been right after the Amboy Dukes. And so yeah, the first album with the Ted Nugent name alone. Crash Test Dummies, Louis Armstrong, both put out excellent Christmas albums. Sounds like a bunch of dummies to me. Louis Armstrong. Well, Alice Cooper has outdone them all with his very own Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So feel free to punish your friends and families with that one. I didn't even know that he had done that. And that was like 15 years ago. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Well, this video is 17 years ago. I don't know when that was released. Apparently it was Alice Cooper with John Five, the guitarist, and Vinny Appice, the drummer. And Billy Sheehan. And possibly another one. We Wish You a Metal Christmas. Almost 5 million views from this creator, Pit Alice. I don't know how to say that. But check that one out. It's not a Christmas album. I think it's just a couple of tracks that they recorded. This morning I was watching the original Alice Cooper band at the Christmas Pudding concert they did about a month ago. So the original lineup, and then they're with their new guitarist, what's his name? Giasu? It was all right. I mean, Alice has still got it vocally. And the rest of the band, they can still play. Like, they're not a bunch of well, they are a bunch of boomers, but which brings up an interesting point. Like, I mean, credit where credit is due. Like, these boomer acts are still carrying on, because if they don't, like, who will? So they are carrying the torch for rock and roll and metal, heavy metal. And so I appreciate, you know, you laugh at the Stones. It's still, like, come on, get off the stage already. Like, you guys, please. Even AC/DC, what's my used favorite? It's pretty bad watching them. Butt rock. Well, I don't hear your suggestions. Put a link in the chat for what you listen to, you tweaker. Butt rock. Another thing I admire about Lemmy, getting back to maybe Mike's question, what made him so great? Like, Motorhead, and it was that attitude, but it was almost like a innovation or a manifestation of something quite special at the time, which was in the late 70s when Motorhead formed. And so you had the long hairs in kind of the metal crowd, and then the punks were doing their thing. And Motorhead, along with bands like the Ramones, they were able to bring those two groups together, where they were kind of universally agreed that this is good. Oh, you're not a mod? Oh, I guess that sucks. U2 go away already. U2, from the time I first heard him, I'm like, they need to go away. I never liked that U2. I don't understand what the appeal was. Maybe, okay, so I need somebody to explain what's that shit band. So, okay, Alice in Chains. Well, just replace In Chains with Cooper. SpongeBob. Yeah, SpongeBob's pretty good. Okay, so I don't understand Amy Winehouse. I need somebody to explain that to me. Actually, I don't want anybody to explain U2 to me. So screw that. What's that girl band? That Mexican girl band that Andy Edwards hates and I hate? I mean, they're awful. They're absolutely awful. The Warning. Hey, can somebody explain The Warning to me? Well, I can explain it. The Warning is a manufactured popular group. I mean, that's not just. I mean, they were on Oprah, they were Ellen DeGeneres or something. Like they were heavily promoted, and it was kind of just a novelty. So. But yeah, I can't explain the massive following they have now. It's shite music. Metalishi. I've never heard of Metalishi, but feel free to explain it. But yeah, The Warning. I mean, do not check out The Warning because you'll be disappointed. U2. They always sucked. And Amy Winehouse, yeah, I know she was big, but I don't get the appeal there. Her voice is not particularly appealing. I'm down to 11% battery. Just not able to keep up here. So we'll be cutting this off pretty soon. Give my phone a break. I wonder if a charger pack would be better. Who's Amy Winehouse? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What's the matter? You just explained it. Who's Amy Winehouse? She was a singer in the 2000s that thought she was a lounge singer in the 60s or something. I don't even know. And Merry Christmas to your dad. So may your bowls be full and your tree filled with presents. But yeah, we're rapidly losing power here. So let's take a little walk, go outside while we still have some power. See how the snow is coming down. Let's plug you into a battery pack. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, let's show you the sound setup here. So very simple. I got just those bottom speakers are hooked up. It's not ideal. I'm getting feedback here, so I gotta locate the speakers, but I got my turntable set up and just the receiver is plugged in. I don't have the CD player. I don't think the CD player actually works properly. And I might just switch to those smaller speakers. I think for this space, these big boxes are too much. And maybe I'll set up some smaller speakers in the back. So let's just see. 75% is pulled himself off the ground here. So, ooh, yeah, we got some accumulation already. That picnic table was bare at the beginning of this stream. Well, bare, but you can see in the thumbnail that was at the beginning of this stream with the old coffee cup there on the picnic table. And now there's a good 2 inches of snow out there. That's pretty scary. So, snow is supposed to stop later this afternoon. Oh, okay, with the battery pack, it seems to be pushing more power. Could be because this thing is running. I got my little electric heater going instead of the furnace, because that fan on the furnace is just way too loud. So one thing I can assure you, Lemmy would not be wearing a goofy Stormtroopers t-shirt like I am. So I probably should have put on a black shirt or something. Rest in peace, Lemmy. Go about your tweakiness there, 75%. Be blessed and prosper in all that you set your hand to. However many drink that means. And so thank you all for joining me on this very special, a very tweaky Christmas, or Christmas special. If I was moderating the weather, it would have supposed to stop in about 2 inches. That's plenty. That's all we need. We don't need another 10 inches between now and Friday. That's gonna be a mess. I'm glad I'm not driving truck anymore. That would be a shit show. Maybe I'll just go stand on the highway and watch everybody spin out. I mean, as you're leaving town, there's a big hill that swoops down. Max, sorry, he thinks that's funny. He wants to go watch the vehicles all spin out in the ditch. What's the matter? Use Dreaming of a White Christmas. Brad Kittleson says hi. Well, I say hi back and Merry Christmas to you. Okay, get a load of this. I should be a mod, by the way, so I can speak more freely. I don't care about policing anyone. I don't want that job. I'm terrible at it. I let everyone go. I argue with trolls and try to save them from other mods. Okay. You've noticed there's no policing on this channel. So if you're worried about not being able to speak freely, maybe I don't know. I think you came to the right place, because nobody's moderating all the tweak that's coming out of your keyboard. Take it easy. Well, Merry Christmas to you, Mike. Thanks for coming in. One. Appreciate your input as always. Prog on, my friend. YouTube is blocking your chats if you're not a mod. Not here. Have you been getting comments blocked by YouTube on this channel? Oh, I'm gonna have to call. Who's in charge of Google? I'm gonna have to phone them up. So listen here, buddy. I got a tweaker, and you're censoring his chats. See? Not very happy about it. See? One Shan Panta says, my favorite black creator. All right. Yes. I'm a mod on your channel. I haven't noticed. Because I never go to your channel. Have you put up anything lately? Are you doing lives? I'm not trying to shame you or humiliate. I'm subscribed to you, but I never get. Oh, maybe I don't get notifications. I don't have notifications. YouTube has blocked several of yours just today. My goodness. Where's my phone? I gotta phone Google. You've put up some excellent content lately. Ask Dad. Should I ask Dad? Should we ask Dad if that's true? I'll get to the bottom of this. What's the matter with you? Consider it taken care of. Stop this shit faster than you can say Motorhead. Yeah. Oh shit, they blocked me. Okay, I guess I'll have to email them. So Dad, is one Saturday put up in his words excellent content lately? I make all my friends mods. Well, I'm not your friend, so I'm not sure why I'm a mod. So they can speak as freely as possible in the comment section. Space Macarena. Yeah, but that's not a live stream, is it? Okay, let's check out. What's the matter? Use Space Macarena. And we'll look at the comment section and see what goes on there. Ooh, 700 plus views.
Let's go to the stars.
Give me one more view, eh? Is this supposed to be you or what? Probably get a copyright strike for that. Okay, where's the comments here? Let's see. Dad said Merry Christmas. See, he wasn't. See, there's Dad's Merry Christmas. Where is it? Right there. Yeah, but like if you're doing lives, do you do lives or what? Where's your channel? Okay, Hold on. I got this. When was the last time you did a live? Yeah, that was like 2 months ago. Yeah, do a live and let us talk shit in your comments or in your chats. And leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Share this with all your friends. Save this live stream because YouTube is censoring apparently. So someday you may try to tune in and this channel will be gone. So you need to download all my lives. I see a live video here. So. What have you done for me lately? And civility is not a requirement on this channel or in the chats, so tweak out as hard as you can. That's what I'm here for. Uncle Tweeka. I'm here to care for all my little tweekas out there. So I'm creating a safe space for tweekas. So come on in, join in. Tweak out. We'll even let you do the Macarena here, the space Macarena. Let's give this Tweeka some love here since I am a mod. Let's see here. Like, what's the point of being a mod in the comment section? In the chats, I can see it, but who cares if you're a mod in the comments? Oh, I guess, well, okay, you're saying a mod can't be censored or comments deleted? I don't know. Maybe. I think if you violate YouTube's terms of service or community guidelines, I think they'll do whatever the hell they please. So, let's see here. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what's going on. All right. Yeah, there's that. This. I hope I don't get banned from YouTube for doing this. Now what? Oh shit, another cool thing I've been seeing is you seen how awful DirectD's live streams are? I've been getting it's not pleasure. It's not even a crash over. It's so lame. It's sad. It was such a glorious tweak out to watch Christopher Ruff, and now it's just peak lameness achievement. Unlocked, yeah. Okay, what is this? Where are we? What is we doing here? Okay, so here's what's the matter used channel. So go test this theory, become a mod, and start tweaking out hard in his comment section. Then report back to me. Because I'll be sitting here waiting, eating cheesecake, smoking cigarettes, and drinking Dr. Pepper and coffee. So no rush, no need to jump on that. But yeah, check out Wasamattagu and his excellent content. So that's about it. Slowly, for whatever reason, this battery pack is providing more juice than my 120 volt hookup here. So do not know. Well, yeah, I think we've beat this dead horse to a pulp. We beat him silly. Yeah, let's get that out of here. And I appreciate being someone's favorite black content creator. There you go. There's a project for you. We need a depiction of Epstein and Dad. Just got my subscription back on for my music creation app. I have the lyrics for Brent Shimko's Guilty. Ooh, now you're dropping it down now. All right, might be starting a YouTube beef here soon. It's not like I didn't start anything. Let's see. What else have I got for you? I think that's it. Just a bunch of tweaky stuff, and long live Lemmy. May he rest in peace. But just, yeah, unifying personality in speaking of beef, I got some ribeyes curing in the truck. So a friend of mine turned me on to this idea. Remember we did a ribeye taste test cook off about a week ago or something like that, where we compared the grass fed to the grain fed ribeyes, and it was neck and neck, but I think the grain fed came out on top just because it was less chewy. But a friend of mine suggested just because that grass fed ribeye wasn't aged, but for 24 or 36 hours, like hanging before we cut it up. And so my friend said just dry age the steak on a plate in the fridge. But the temperature here is so mild, I put it on the dashboard in the truck, so it's kind of just staying chilled. Put a little salt on it, and do a little dry cure. See how that tenderizes it over 24 hours or so. And so maybe we'll have a Christmas ribeye. If I can get a fire started, we'll do some grilling tomorrow. For you tweakers. Max is down for that. Yeah, he got attacked the other day. I was explaining to people at the beginning of the stream, Max got attacked by one of the local dogs here. And it was pretty nasty. He didn't get seriously injured, but he had a couple of wounds and he was shaken majorly. So that night we had a ribeye, and he got a bit of consolation there. All right, touch of fishing. I can't begin to understand what you're talking about there. Oh, and I'm on top chat too, so should be on live chat. I can't imagine I missed any. A right touch of fishing. I watched them all this time. Christopher Ruff, the What's the Matter You impersonator. Well, I hope he's not doing a good impersonation, because if he's impersonating your personality, then I'm sorry, but you've got none. I assume that's his personality. Right touch of fishing. What are you talking about? Was it? Oh. Max defend himself? No. It was this gigantic Rottweiler. His horse was like 100 pounds, and he came in hot. He got off his leash. I mean, the tweakers that own him, they know he's an uncontrollable dog. They were, I guess, had him tied up outside, and he had this flimsy leash with a loop end, and I could see the end of the leash, the loop was broken, so he got off his leash, and he made a beeline for old Maxie here. Didn't bark, didn't sniff, just went straight for his neck, and got him in a hold. Max was actually kind of choking out there, and so he did get a couple of bruises and cuts behind his collar, just behind his ear. And Max, he's got the bite strength of a goldfish, so and the attention span. But yeah, it was a bit of a struggle, and so the owner came out. Dog wasn't listening to her. She was trying to pull it by the tail, and I was like, pull in the fucking leash, you stupid bitch. Yeah. So the dog, there's two dogs there. Apparently they're both pretty vicious. They're removed from the site. So, I mean, this is an RV park. I mean, you're gonna have kids and families and other dogs here. I mean, these dogs are just not socialized and not friendly to anybody. So it was an incident waiting to happen. And in hindsight, what I needed to do was choke that dog out. But what I would have done is grab a stick and just cut off its air supply. But I had nothing handy to deal with the beast. But, yeah, get them frickin' dogs out of here if they're that nuts. But Max is none the worse for wear. We gave him his Ritalin dog treats. That seemed to calm him down and pick him up. And this happened on Sunday afternoon, so just a few days ago. So Max is still freaked out in that super vigilant, very jumpy, very aware of his surroundings now. He is on guard, so I'm a little worried that this might have scarred him psychologically. I don't want him to turn into a tweaker when it comes to other dogs. I want him to be a good little puppy. But yeah, that happened just on Sunday. It was not a good scene. So, and yeah, I felt bad. I wasn't able to protect him properly, but it kind of happened so fast and was unexpected. And this was a powerful dog. Nasty dog, nasty owners. That's all I have to say about the situation. Go tweak out somewhere else with your nasty dogs. You don't need that shit around here. All right. What else we got for you? Not much. Yeah, so we'll do some ribeyes tomorrow. For whoever's interested in Christmas ribeye. Let's close some of these tabs here. Oh wait, so I got Santa Claus is coming to town. this. Okay, so this Alice Cooper Santa Claus is coming to town. That's from. Here we go. I'll pull it up on the screen here. I'll just show you. Here we go. Here we go. So it's we wish you a Christmas and a headbanging New Year. So there was actually an album out, and here we got Doug Aldrich, Alice Cooper, Ronnie James Dio, Dave Grohl, Dez Fafara, Tony Iommi, Lemmy Kilmister, George Lynch, Steve Morris, Michael Schenker, Tommy Shaw, Jeff Tate, and others. So run out to your nearest record store and grab We Wish You a Metal Christmas and a Headbang New Year. So never knew that album existed until today, Christmas 2025, on the eve of the birth of baby Jesus. You'll have to check that out. See what else is on that shitty album. Right? See, it's a very educational channel. It's very culturally enriching. Not bad for a black content creator. Politely. Yeah, I'll have to look that one up. Let's just see. Maybe they got the whole album on YouTube. We wish you. Oh, there it is. Some Tweaka did this. Let's see. Let's copy that link. We'll put that link in the chats too for your listening enjoyment. Pause this. Copy. Where did I go? Here we go. There you go. The whole album. We Wish You a Metal Christmas. That's what I'll be doing from okay, I'm finally out of my appointment, so I can have the volume up. All right. I haven't had much to say. We've just been bashing What's the Matter You. Oh wait, that's you. Sorry. No, we've been praising the skill and YouTube acumen of What's the Matter You, mostly. Telling my shitty dog story. And posting various links to some tweaky YouTube content. That's all you missed. It's same old. Not much. I got nothing for you again. So yeah, just noticing my kind of side view here. I'm gonna have trouble. The bangs are short, and they're getting to the length where they're gonna be a pain in the ass. So I gotta probably go through 2 months of shitty bang growth before I can tuck it behind my ears. For now, it's just gonna be pull it back, and look like a regular old Tweeka. I want to go for the Lemmy Kilmister Tweeka look. So, want to embody Lemmy as my spirit animal for 2026. Sounded like I cut out. Well, yeah, I can't have that kind of content on here. Copyright strikes. And I don't want to start no internet beef. Start just restreaming everybody willy-nilly. Lemmy would never do anything willy-nilly. He'd be very intentional. There's no copyright on AI created music. Yeah, well, I'm not going to play it anyway, so... I wonder what Lemmy would think of Space Mercury. Just a thought experiment. But enjoy the Christmas music. I've given you plenty to work through. So your homework assignment for this holiday season is to go through every one of these lists. Write a 500-word essay on all of them. And copy and paste them in the chat or in the comment section. And this might actually be saved in the Music Mentality playlist, which we've covered a fair amount of musical content. So yeah, this might get uploaded and saved into Music Mentality. Check out that playlist if you've maybe never come across it on this channel. I've got a lot of tweaking material there. A lot of AC/DC, so what's the matter you? Plenty of content for you to enjoy. What if I prompted AI to read a book? There's a thought experiment. Yes, what are the legal ramifications of that? Hey, hey, ho, ho. Who is this weekend guy is brilliant. Genius songwriter. He stole my exact hey, hey, heys from Don't Reach Around. Ad Singh is here. Merry Christmas Eve. Addie Singh. Yes, yes. Come on in as we're about to wind this down. I don't have much more to go here, but you can always go back to the beginning and watch the whole shit show unfold. This was, of course, our Christmas celebration and tribute to Lemmy Kilmister of the legendary band Motorhead, of which I am attempting to emulate with the facial stylings and the fashion accoutrements. The accessories, the thrift store, $1 sorry ass Lemmy prop hat. What Motorhead song would I know? Well, I could give you again a listening assignment. I would start with Killed to Death. Ace of Spades is the one that's culturally relevant to the point where it's become almost commercialized to the point where it's irrelevant, but you've seen it on various television commercials. It's a very fantastic riff, and as an innovation, I mean, really, to music, Filthy Phil Taylor came up with the double kick bass. And I think Overkill was the first track that they used it on, and it's featured in the Ace of Spades. But go listen to Ace of Spades, listen to lyrics or find the lyrics, and kind of gives you a little peek into the attitude of the band. And I mean, Lemmy was really the principal lyricist. You've never heard Ace of Spades? I mean, I know you're a young brat. I mean, I'm an old boomer here, but never heard of that? That's tweaky, man. Listen to Overkill. I mean, they've done a few ballads over the years, some collaborations. Either you're into Motorhead or you're not, I guess. But really central to the whole legacy of Motorhead is Lemmy. So he was there from the beginning right to the very end. And Justin Garza is here right at the very end. So Larata to you. The chairman of the board of the Larata Corporation has entered the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, cheers. Cheers to you and your boomer mom. We've been waiting for you, Justin. Now we can get this show kicked off. And what a show we have in store for you. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Send super chats. Click the notification bell so you never miss any of this gripping content. And I think we'll keep an eye on those ribeyes that are dry curing in the pickup truck as we speak. And we'll probably just tune in tomorrow sometime, let's say. Dad says, I've heard Ace of Spades. I usually focus on the lyrics. Andy Edwards focuses on the drums. So I'll have to give another listen to hear the drums. Yeah, Andy's a big Motorhead fan. Dad's like, wait a minute. I got to get in the action. I'm a boomer too. Everybody wants to be a boomer now. Actually, Max is a boomer. He's like 8 now. Which is like, he's older than me. Old Boomer Max. Taking his lunch break here. Decided to sleep. Take a little nap. Well, yeah, tomorrow we'll be down for a ribeye stream. I'll create some kind of fire in the fire pit. Don't be liking all these boomers. That's not a good trend. We hate boomers. Except Dad, of course. Boomers everywhere. Did you see those boomers try to attack me in Kamloops? That was nuts. Go back and check out the live stream from a week ago Tuesday, a week ago from yesterday. I was in Kamloops, tweaking out, just minding my own business, and the boomers, they just wouldn't leave me alone. 68, no, he's boomer through and through. 68 isn't even close. To Gen X, unfortunately. I was born in 1930, so allegedly. Yeah, if you were born before 1964, I mean there's a delineation there and some overlap, but pre 64, you'd have to bring a good argument that you identify more as Gen X than as a boomer. If you were an only child in 64, then yeah. But if you had older siblings, you'd unless there was a big separation between like you and your next oldest sibling, like say you were born in 64 and your older sister was born in 1959 or something, like a 5-year separation, then you'd think more like a Gen Xer. But if your siblings were really grouped close together, you'd just adopt the family culture and you'd be boomer through and through. So it's just weird, those dynamics. I know plenty of boomers that were born in the boomer age group that think more like Gen Xers, but it's kind of rare. It's difficult to break family patterns or to go against the family culture, and so if your parents were the silent generation and all your siblings were kind of raised in that era from 46 to 64, you'd kind of fall in line with just that way of thinking. So that's not everybody, but just that's the general trend, sociologically and culturally. So. But that doesn't prevent you from being relevant and aware and culturally aware and socially aware of what's going on. So many boomers, they just stuck in their thinking, can't tell them nothing. They don't want to hear nothing. They just want you to do whatever they say. Whereas I don't care what you do. Just do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it. I'm just here tweaking on YouTube, wearing a silly prop hat. Giving some honor to old Lemmy, who was a boomer. Lemmy was an only child, isn't there? And he grew up on a farm, of all things. So, he grew up without a father. Mother raised him. He had a good relationship with his mother right up, as long as she was around. Yeah, it's a gang thing. It's the Grunthal gang. This tag is from the thrift store. So that's what I paid for this shite hat. Shadow here. So $1 for the hat. So I'm Grunthal gang. This is from the Grunthal thrift store. So yeah. So boomerism is a bit of a cult, and I'm all for cults. Like I am somewhat of a cult leader, but there's only one member, me. I'm pretty easy to manipulate, so it works out well. But big spender, but I get to look like Lemmy. Or a Temu Lemmy. So Temu Lemmy is about to sign off her. The price on her head went up over the years. It's a mini pearl thing. I don't understand the reference. Yeah, I better watch I better watch my dollars. Like, what can you buy for $1, what's the matter you? Besides a subscription to your channel. What can you get for $1 nowadays? And look at all the pleasure this hat is giving me. See a big smile on my face. Better quit being frivolous. Yeah. All right. I'll spend my $1 on something better, like you can't even get a can of pop for $1 here. So yeah. So we'll take our financial advice from What's the Matter You now. We'll be on a budget. No more frivolous thrift store purchases. Oh, you want to see some frivolous spending? Here. This is what I wore at a Christmas party last night. So, well, this shirt, which was $2. So this shirt was, I think, $2. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. So a little background to this sorry ass story here. I was going through my stuff in send super chats if you don't want me to send my own money. So I was going through my stuff back home, and I'm hard on footwear. Well, I'm hard on all clothing, like workwear, jeans. I'll burn through a pair of jeans in no time. And footwear especially. And so I had a few pair of cowboy boots, but they were getting pretty ratty looking. I think I ended up keeping one pair of cowboy boots that I still wore. They weren't in the worst shape, but they were not the best quality. But about a month ago, I think it was the last time I was in Manitoba or the previous trip, but I found these in a thrift store in a neighboring town to where I was in Grunthal, and these are nice quality boots. Let's see if I can get the name here for you. These are I can't see. Justin boots. But anyways, it's like real soft leather, nice lining, nice rounded instep here, arch. Very little wear, in very good shape, like very soft leather, and they look nice. And there was a pair. It wasn't just the one boot. I bought a pair of these. Very fine boots for $15. $15, and they look fantastic on my feet. That is. Oh, here's it. I mean, the heels, like you could still read. They're called Justin boots. I don't know if you can read that on account of the smoke. Focus, man. Oh, the camera's gonna pick that up. But you can see the little logos. And it's sort of picking it up. There, you can see It says Justin Boots. It's probably made by our very own Justin Garza. So if you need a pair of boots, either go to the thrift store or just hit up Justin Garza. I got those for $15. Not only that, there was another pair of boots, very similar quality, very similar condition, which I picked up as well for the low price of $15. So now I have good quality cowboy boots instead of the shitty ones I had. So I think that's a score. I might end up just donating those back to another thrift store. But those ones even have like the little steel riveted tips on the toe. Thing I don't like about cowboy boots is they scrunch my toes together, and that's not good for my old boomer feet. But where do you get a pair of fancy badass cowboy boots for $15? I mean, come on, man. So let's see here. Yeah, we'll set up the TTSs, and you can link all your stuff for a price. So, haven't got around to that yet. So. Me Pearl on Hee Haw. Grand Ole Opry. Yeah, we used to watch Hee Haw back in the day. Pointed toes for the cockroaches. No cockroach. I saw a freaking spider outdoors yesterday. Jeez, you wouldn't see that back home on the prairies. But here in the mountainous paradise of British Columbia, you still got spiders outside. It was hanging from the eave, like from the eaves trough. What the hell? I don't need that kind of action. Yeah, what's for dinner today? I'll see if I could scrounge another cheesecake. I got my Takis here. I haven't really thought about what's for supper tonight. We'll find something crappy. But we got ribeyes for tomorrow. Oh, actually, I got some ribs I need to start cooking up. So maybe we'll see about doing some grilled back ribs, baby back ribs. I was not pleased. I'm not deathly afraid of spiders, but I'm not a fan. I have zero appreciation for spiders. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. If they're eating bugs that are a pest, all right, you can justify your existence, but I don't want to see them. If there was a spider living like right above my bed, and he just minded his own business and let me chill, and he was cool, just tweaking out, doing his own thing, no problem. But when they like get right in your face, that freaking web, and it's like you don't even see it, and then suddenly there's a spider right there. So the spider was hanging off the eaves trough, like right at head level. It's like, oh my god, like I need this. What have I done? I wonder if Lemmy was afraid of spiders. Yeah, the World Wide Web. That's all we need. Forget about AI taking over. I'm worried about the spiders taking over. That is not a world I want to live in. That would suck. And back home on the farm, oh, the barn. I never showed you that. This year it wasn't bad, but we used to have these gigantic spiders. They were harmless, but I guess the harm they would do would be to your psyche. Like, it was nightmare stuff. They were all over the place. What are they called? These dang things, these cat-faced spiders. Aranius gemoides. Let's see. Let's get a good picture here. Let's get some nightmare fuel going. Yeah, these things here. This thing here, Shay. This is a cat-faced spider because on the back it looks like there's a cat on its abdomen. And these things, I mean, that's almost life size. Like they would be like this big, and mostly harmless, but freak you the heck out. And their webs were everywhere in the barn. They used to live up at the ceiling level of the barn. And they would make webs across all the doorways. And, hated it. There were hundreds of them. Just, I mean, hundreds just the ones I seen. Like, thankfully they stayed outside. They weren't getting in the house, but they were gigantic. Like, they were so big, if they were on their web and you'd kind of brush their web aside and they would fall to the ground, they'd die because they're so heavy, and they would just kind of get knocked out, and that's it. They're done. And it's like, oh my gosh, what? Why? I kind of see your point in escorting them to their safe space, but nobody's paying me to do that. I forget that. If you want to pay me to be a spider escort, maybe, but I mean, when you got hundreds of them, what's a couple here and there? I never felt bad if one of them decided to spin a web across a doorway and they somehow perished because they forgot how to spin a web to save their own lives. Like, I don't know. Like, just make one of those things, shoot one of those lines out of your butt, and then you won't fall to your death. Like, I'm not going to be a spider therapist or counselor either, so. Boring or Boris? I remember a song called Boris the Spider. Boring the Spider? If I had one wish, what would it be? That Lemmy Kilmister would walk through the door and we'd have a smoke together. That would be it. On his 80th birthday. And he's kind of one of those old rock fossil pioneers. He brought, well, the band Motorhead, collectively, they brought the punk and heavy metal genres, or at least the fan bases of those genres, together. And that's like culturally significant. I mean, the Ramones had their own impact in that sense too. where heavy metal fans or metal fans, rock fans, as well as the punk fans, they both got into that music that they were putting out in a very unique way. And Lemmy is kind of one of those guys, like, would I want to hang out with Alice or Lemmy? I mean, that's a toss-up. I think Lemmy would be a fun guy to hang out with. Just hang out. The Rainbow Room. Go sit in the corner table with him, or in the RV. If I could have a wish, that Lemmy would be here. I miss him, you know. I didn't know him, but he's like one of those guys you miss. Like Ozzy, I miss Ozzy. Seeing Ozzy go, but I mean, he had a great career, a great life. Like he left on top. I mean, sure, he battled Parkinson's and whatever. I'm gonna miss Ozzy. I miss Randy. I didn't know these guys, but like I think we lost something with Randy Rhoads, you know, taken so young. But Lemmy, I think he would have continued to been a cultural influence, even to this day in his 80s. Like, not so much as a music innovator, but just bringing his attitude, keeping it in the culture. I mean, yeah, he's kind of just one of these rare breed personalities that. I'm not gonna do your research on Randy Rhoads for you, so you're gonna have to look that one up yourself. Randy Rhoads, yes, sir. It's like there's other big names that we've lost, but it's like I don't miss Eddie Van Halen. I don't miss Stevie Ray Vaughan the way I miss Ozzy. I don't miss. Well, Prince is Prince would continue to be an influencer, but he was starting to get a little weird. But it's like Ozzy was such a lovable guy by everybody. It's like we need those guys in rock and roll. Rock and roll needs Lemmy. It needs the Aussies. I don't know how, like I have a legitimate sense of loss. Seeing some of these boomers just pass on, and yeah, with Lemmy it was sad. Like he went so quickly of cancer. Like I don't know if it was treatable or whether he would have accepted treatment if it had been detected earlier. I don't know. But yes, Eddie Van Halen has died. Tom Petty, like I don't miss Tom Petty. Not in the least. Prince was the dope-est. Well, that's quite high praise coming from someone who didn't even know Eddie Van Halen was no longer with us. Tom Petty is gone, allegedly. So, unless that was his clone, I don't know. Maybe they just got rid of his clone. Maybe the real Tom Petty is doing fine and well wherever he is. Yes, Tom Petty is allegedly gone. I forget what he died of. Yeah, we've lost a lot of great names over the years, but just certain personality characteristics or traits or attitudes just resonate with me, and Ozzy was one of them. It's like he's another guy. I just love to belly up to the bar, order a couple of coffees or a couple of Dr. Peppers, and just hang out and hear his stories. Ozzy was an amazing storyteller. Whereas, Lemmy would get asked in interviews like, "Can you tell us the story of how Motorhead formed?" He'd be like, "Yeah, but I'm not going to because this is a 15-minute interview, and that would take 15 fucking years." Another one, Mr. Osgood. Thanks for bringing that up. I saw a great one on the Bill McClintock, I think it was, or maybe it was a different one. But look up Elvis Sings "Whole Lotta Rosie" by AC/DC. What's the matter? You's favorite act. Elvis sings AC/DC, "Whole Lotta Rosie." It's on YouTube. You'll get some smiles out of that one. What's the matter? You pretending he doesn't like AC/DC? So you're not fooling anybody. But yeah, go listen to Ozzy interviews. Like, okay, I miss Randy Rhoads because I appreciate his musical ability and where he could have taken rock music had he still been alive and influencing the sound. Because he was a classically, neoclassical heavy metal guitarist, and it kind of launched almost a genre in itself, in that you had different neoclassical musicians emerge, as well as that, Yngwie Malmsteen and others, like, just very technically proficient, whether you want to call them shredders or whatnot. It's not so much Randy was a shredder, but he was just a nice guy. And it's like, what happened to Randy, it sucked, to die in that way. I'm gonna miss Ace Frehley. Thanks for bringing up Kiss. Ace Frehley was a cool dude. I mean, he was a really cool guy. Just for the coolness. And yeah, long live Butt Rock, long live Motorhead, in Motorhead we trust. But yeah, Space Ace, another one. He would have been just a neat guy to hang out with. But Ozzy, his ability to recall stories, and as messed up as he was, he could go on and on telling stories of, and then after we trashed the hotel, and it's always a funny story, and his sense of humor was spot on right up until the end. That last benefit show, the last Black Sabbath fundraiser, which was the biggest single event. I think they were raising funds for some children's hospital or children's charity. I mean, hundreds of millions, or like $500 million or something. They raised in one concert. It was a benefit show and Black Sabbath's last live appearance, and then Ozzy was gone within a couple of weeks. And I saw some clips of some backstage footage where they were doing photo shoots and group pictures with all the bands that showed up to perform in that concert. You had Metallica there, and I don't know if the Crash Test Dummies were there, or was Alice in Chains there, but you had just a who's who of heavy metal acts. And Ozzy was there cracking jokes, like just boom, 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 like gunfire, like his and good funny jokes. They weren't lame dad jokes. Like they like he just a sharp wit. I appreciate that. Jethro Tulls, there you go. So you are into boomer butt rock. So just I don't know. There's an appeal to me of somebody who can tell a story, weave in some humor, some well-timed jokes, and Ozzy had it, Lemmy had it, others. I mean, Ace Frehley, he had a pretty biting sense of humor. Jethro Tull's is boomers. You know that? Those are boomers, right? Um, but yeah, it's. I mean, we all die. Everybody dies. That's the one statistic you're not going to be able to avoid is 100% of people die. So it's just how you choose to live out the time that you have. And in that song, Ace of Spades, one of the lines there, right at the end of the chorus, is Lemmy saying, "I don't want to live forever." It's not saying that he wanted to die young, but it's like, I don't want to be immortal. I don't want to be, if I live to 700 years old, that's fine, but I'm going to live every day knowing that I'm not going to live forever, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay with my mortality, but I'm going to live every day and suck the juice out of every bit of life that I got. And it's like it's rare to have that attitude. So yeah, nobody gets out of here alive. So maybe there's a bit of bravado or hubris in that attitude, but it's true. It's like, now, Lemmy was somewhat of I don't know, he called himself an avowed atheist or an opponent to religion, and I'm an opponent to many forms of religion as well. But I do believe in God, and I would consider myself a God-fearing man, and I have hope in afterlife. Whether that looks like an eternity in some other reality that cannot be comprehended on this mortal plane. But I want to live like doesn't matter win or lose. I'm here anyway. Makes no difference to me. Another thought experiment. A world without what's the matter you. What would we do? What on earth would we do without what's the matter you? We prefer to be immortal? Well, I don't know if that's up to you, but yeah. So yeah, we're not going to turn this into a whole discussion on religion, but and I see where folks like Lemmy or even Roger Waters' disdain for Christianity and religion come from. And it's not just Christianity they were opposed to; it's all kinds of wackadoodle religious ideologies that cause legitimate harm to people. Like you got to be opposed to belief systems that actually harm other people. Like that's just not cool. Everything needs to just shut down and stop when I'm gone. Well, that's why there's cloning, and you need to tap into this agenda of AI. That's kind of your way out. So if you were to kind of get some cloning happening and tie into the agenda of AI, you pretty much, we wouldn't have to shut everything down. Just and Mormontology is where it's at. So there we go. say I'm a cult leader. I've got one follower, and it's both me. It's a pretty cozy arrangement. And my oversight committee is Max and Pepper. So there's accountability. It's not just do whatever the hell I want. I am being held to standards and a sense of accountability. So. Earlier day saints. Well, I guess we could immortalize you as a saint. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to sanctify and what's the word? There's a theological term. Venerate. If we hear ye, on the Council of Tweakers, it is being put forth that we venerate Saint Wasamatayu of YouTube, the patron saint of 8 balls. Put a 1 in the chat, my illustrious council, if we shall hereby from this day forth refer to Wasamatayu as Saint Wasa, the crackhead. I'm seeing 1s in the chats, but that's just from you. I don't think you're allowed to vote on your own veneration. I could be wrong. Osgood says, fuck that. Yeah, I think you're like disqualified from your own veneration vote. Like it is democratically like your position is determined democratically. You can't just I vote for myself. So we got a middle finger from Mr. Osgood. Dad is abstaining. I think I don't know where I'm at on the vote. Like, and again, what's the matter you can't really argue on your own behalf. So if somebody's got got an argument to put forth on behalf of what's the matter you to convince me to vote, put a 1 in the chat, then I think this council stands as undecided. So we'll pull the vote again tomorrow. So we got a 5. Getting closer. No 1s though. All right, I think I'd be sweet talking Jody if she's still lurking. See if you can get a 1 out of her. Betrayed. Yeah, well, a lot of these saintly persons, I'm going to loosely refer to you as a person. I mean, they suffer legit persecution. So and most of them are not sainted during their actual lifetime. So Jody would totally give me, well, we need confirmation from Jody. Again, your testimony of what she would or wouldn't do means like that. Yeah, vote as many times as you want. That's in the rules. Yeah, get some help on your side. I'm sure you could rustle up some voters, but again, you're not allowed to vote on your own behalf, but you can sway the vote. And again, super chats would help. Super chats would definitely help make your case for you. But I could be swayed the other way too. If someone had a bad Badger token and said, no way, vote 666, do not vote 1, vote the opposite. Well, I can be bought too. Like, everything's for sale, including my vote. But either way, I'm still undecided. Max is not even interested in voting, so you got no help there. I don't know. It's we'll have to try again another day. So in the meantime, you're welcome to drum up as much support as you feel you need there, Wasamata. But for now, I guess we could refer to you as the saint tentatively known as Saint Wasamata Yu, the crackhead king of YouTube. But it's, I could put Saint Wasamata Yu, but there'd have to be an asterisk beside it, and I mean, it's messy. Yeah, Max is not, his vote doesn't count for much because all it would take is really a piece of sausage. Number 3 is the same as number 2 ketchup. There you go. I'm here to eat ketchup and smoke cigarettes, and I'm all out of ketchup. Oh wait, I got like half a bottle there. I got all kinds of ketchup here. So there we have it. This is completely deteriorated and utter nonsense. Now we're getting into Hebrew alphanumeric. A bit of numerology and Hebrew esotericism going on here. Some Kabbalistic secret knowledge, a little bit of the occult going on. There's some very occultish stuff here. Again, the Boris reference, that could be a trigger for Wasamata Yu. The activation codes have not yet been unlocked. And it's kind of risky business trying to decipher those activation codes. You're here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, right? Well, me too, damn it. And I'm all out of bubblegum too. I've got chewing gum, but not bubblegum. Well, there's nobody's ass to kick. All right, you guys want to talk about the Who, and I'm not particularly fond of the Who myself. They got some good power tunes, but I think Roger Daltrey was a bit of a badass, but Townsend was a bit of a weirdo. Keith Moon, I guess he's worthy of some honor. I mean, he was whacked out too. Entwistle, he was the other guy. It's like the fourth Beatle. What was his name? That other guy, you know, the one with the hair and the thing. So yeah, I don't know. I had some Who albums when I was a wee lad, but they just, I don't know. Over time, the appeal just wore off. I mean, Won't Get Fooled Again. That's a great tune. I'll continue enjoying that one, but as a band I would follow, the Who doesn't fall into that category. That's just me. That's my. I have not seen 200 Motels. I'll see if that's on YouTube. I've got a Frank Zappa or Mothers of Invention album sitting on the old turntable, ready for a spin. So yeah, that's what we'll do right after this. We'll let Uncle Frank and the Mothers inspire us, and then we'll pick up the Squier Telecaster limited edition and start making some awful noise on my guitar, and then go shovel some snow. I guess let's go check the snow. Let's see how bad it's getting. Let's see. I'm not really looking forward to this. Oh yeah. We got some snow. It seems like it's slowing down. So. All those trees are gonna drop their snow. It's supposed to get above freezing after the weekend, so that's gonna be a wet, slushy, mushy mess around here in a few days. But I have nowhere to go, so I don't really care. I've got YouTube, I've got cigarettes, I got coffee, I got Dr. Pepper, and I gotta go pee. So I think we'll call this quits. We'll chomp down on some ribeyes tomorrow. We'll see if I can find my ketchup. What else we gotta do? So we'll get a good night's sleep. We'll hang up our stockings by the propane furnace here with care. There is no chimney. There's just a vent for the heat. Let's just see what the tweakers are saying in the chats before we say goodbye. Like and subscribe. Yeah, we gotta do all that. Well, I'm watching on my own thing, so I'm probably number 4. So I'm the lurker. Hey, bet you weren't expecting that. George Harrison, all things were. Oh yeah, that's the 4th guy. Fourth Beatle. George. Now there's 6. Well, my apologies to 5 people for this awful content, but it's been a lot of fun. One day I'll have to go check out Mr. Osgood's Apple box full of records, but I don't know when that's going to be. I gotta get to work on the truck. I gotta start doing some dismantling and repairing on the engine because it needs some. I gotta order some parts. Maybe if I weren't buying $1 hats and $15 cowboy boots, I'd have that truck fixed by now. But who knows? But yes, it was nice hanging out with you, Dad, and the rest of you tweakers. And so we'll do some ribeye streaming tomorrow. So Merry Christmas to all, and to all good night. In Motorhead we trust.